Hey babies, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to what is manifesting for you upcoming. So we have our guy. This is gonna be loud and clear manifestations, okay? This is for sure in the year 2025. So whenever you watch this, whenever you reach for this, this is when it's gonna be coming in for you or even affirming your path. This is something to do with like big Jupiter energy. I think there's gonna be like a pretty big Jupiter transit, I think, in 2025. And having the announcer come by as I was opening this video literally to create it for you guys, what's manifesting, these are gonna be pretty big manifestations. So I'm super excited for you about this. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I will flip what these piles are in their respective piles. Until then, I will see you on the flippity side. Bye. Timestamps are in the description box below. Hey there, pile 3. Okay, so pile 3. What is manifesting for you? Right? What is manifesting for you? What do you need to focus on? What is manifesting for you? We have the 3 of Hearts. Wow, that is insane. This is the second time that the 3 of Hearts has come out for pile number 3. So that's kind of wild. I don't know what any of the significators are. This is friendship. It's reminiscent of the 3 of Cups. So it's those 3 dancing ladies. It's good vibes, more joy, more deeper friendships. I'm even seeing if you're someone who has like a big circle of friends, it's being more close-knit with certain people. Being more close-knit with select people. If you're someone who doesn't have that many friends, this is you, or connection, this is you finding a closer knit of people who you can enjoy and maybe even depend on, and maybe they can depend on you as well. Either way, this is an up level in friendships, an up level in joy, an up level in relationships, platonic and romantic, and even relationships are in everything, right? For some of you, it feels a little bit farther, not farther, but like less. I'm seeing the 3 of Pentacles here. So this is giving me vibes of in work, those work relationships with clients, in your business, even building relationships with colleagues or adjacent professionals, building a network. Like this is a really good network. And for some of you, it's not just a close knit, like it is a closer knit of people. Like by the end of the year, or by the end of 12 months, or by the end of whatever the end of this manifestation is, you will have closer people who are closer to you that for some of you, you may not even have expected. Even the ones who are closer to you now, you'll become even closer because of sharing different things together and moving through different areas of life together. I am also seeing, again, relationships like in the workplace, with clients, with colleagues, with like other people in the space. If you're nonprofit organizations, you making connections. This is connections coming through for you, and you also coming through for your connections. So this isn't just people coming and pulling them through for you. Like you're also contributing to relationship by you also giving of yourself in relationship. And I think it's really going well. There is also, obviously, it's a bunch of hearts, so I am seeing love here for you as well. And it's sweet. There's a friendship in this love. Like it's based off of friendship. You take that however that comes to you, whether you meet this person through friends, whether this is a friend who becomes something more, whatever. But this dynamic is based and steeped in friendship, right? This person or people, these people will care about you as a person. So if you're someone who's single and dating and mingling with people, you may meet people who you want to date, but it becomes maybe more of a friendship, and it's not romantic, it's platonic, but you have a connection. It's just not, you know, a romantic connection, and you stay friends with them, and it's really, really cool because now you have a new friend and that's crazy, a new connection. But I am seeing for those of you that do have a love connection this year, it is going to be based in friendship. So, or a friendship that leads to a love connection. I don't know how to explain that. I am also feeling good in your money this year. What's manifesting is feeling good in your money. Again, this is giving 3 of cups, 3 of pentacles after, but that's still relationship, right? Like if there's any pentacles card, 3 of pentacles is really about people. The cards that come out for you for what's manifesting are the Page of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 5 of Wands. I see a 6 of Wands here, so I'm seeing a lot of victory, okay? I'm seeing a parade of victory. I'm seeing a series of fortunate events for you in the new year, in the new era, in the new segment of your life that's manifesting. And when I say manifesting, I don't mean it's in the ethereal. No, I mean manifesting in the way that it's like, how does your cough manifest? Is it a wet cough, a dry cough, like that? Like it's real. It is being made real. It's not as above, it's so below, it's fucking real. I wish I have that deck, but I do not. I really did think I was gonna bring that deck. I don't know why I did not. So sad. Did I? No, I didn't. That's sad. Anyway, yeah, I feel like what's manifesting for you in the coming time period is a series of victories, a series of dynamics that through working together, through working through something together, things that aren't necessarily like the easiest, it's gonna be fun. Like I've done, you know, shows with friends, right? Maybe you go to a show, convention, and you're selling stuff, and maybe it's the wrong crowd, right? It's the wrong crowd for the items, or it's a bad crowd or whatever. And because you're going through such a crappy experience together with someone, it's not the crappiest, right? Like you're gonna survive. It just brings you closer. Like there really is something about bonding through bad times and how that does make ties that bind. So there's something here about that. There's something here about bonding through conflict, right? Conflict resolution here, where perhaps there's like minor misunderstandings with people, and because you're both coming from a place of wanting to understand each other, or one of you is and the other notices, and they also show up in that space, you become closer. These are things that I've experienced in my life. Things that are manifesting for you, just a lot more passion, a lot more excitement in your coming year. I think there's a lot of busyness, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of overcoming mountains. I feel like you've overcome your mountains, and now you're kind of it's kind of weird, especially from this, like it's so these energies are so underwhelming, especially the 5 of Wands. It's like, that's fighting, that's conflict. The Page of Wands, okay baby. The 7 of Pentacles, like, okay. 3 of Hearts, like, But the vibes that I'm getting here, right? Maybe it's because of the energy of the question. Perhaps the question raises the energies of the cards and their messages, but it feels like a year of reaping. It feels like a year of reaping. It feels like you've overcome your, damn, that's loud. Wow. Yeah. It feels like you've overcome your trials. Feels like you've climbed your mountains. It feels like you've gone through the dirt, the mud, and you know how to navigate the mud. Have you ever walked on sand, like beach sand? You know how hard it is to walk on beach sand? It's like when people say sea legs, excuse me, when people like earn their sea legs. it's hard at first. So I feel like these are the things that you've done, right? You've gotten your sea legs. You've learned how to walk on sand. You've learned how to traverse the muddy terrain. Like, you have gone through your trials, your tribulations, your mountains, your challenges, and you've learned how to navigate yourself in those climates. And that has set you up for what's about to come, which is coming, right? I feel like you know how to navigate these spaces now because you've been through them so many freaking times. You know how to play the waiting game. You know how to move through what you need to move through. And I feel like you're moving. This feels like movement for me. I feel like you're moving. Again, it's that parade that I was talking about. I was calling it a parade of like victory or something, a parade of like good fortune. But it feels just not even just that, but I feel like you're moving away from things that you've waited for. Right? With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you've worked, like you're I don't want to say you're done, because like, but I feel like you've done the trials and tribulations. Like, you've gone through the trials, you've gone through the tests, you've gone through the tribulations, you've gone through the challenges, you've gone through the gauntlet, and now you're getting your victory ride. Now you're going on your reaping. Right? You've sowed what you've sowed, and now you're reaping what you're reaping from what you've sowed. With the Seven of Pentacles here, usually it's someone who's waiting, right? This is someone who's waiting for their abundance to come in. There's already abundance here, but maybe it's not so ripe, or they're waiting for more, or they thought it was more. Lots of energies in the Seven of Pentacles. But what I'm seeing here for you is even taking more risks. I see you taking more risks. I see you taking more risks. I see you trusting the process more. I see you walking away from hawking and jocking and looking at the things that you've been tilling and working hard. I think you've done a lot of the setup already. You've done a lot of the setup already. And are now taking what you're literally, this is the reap what you sow card. Like, please, Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. This is you reaping what you've sown, and you moving through getting the benefits of what you've worked through from, and not necessarily working so hard on that. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone who started something, grew something, and is abandoning it. But by abandoning it, I don't know how to say that word right now. It feels like you're saying, okay, that's on autopilot. That can do what it needs to do. I don't need to work as hard as I used to on that. For some of you, right? That's you just saying like, nah, I don't have to work on that as hard as I used to. And now you get to focus on other things. I feel like you're focusing on other things. I feel like you're taking risks, leaving certain things behind, trusting them. For some of you, like, that's the vibe of you trusting things in your money, in your work, in your career, in things that you've just invested in life, in your body, like trusting that it'll be okay, or even just walking away from it in a way. But I feel like you're for some of you, it's like you're selling something and you're making money from that sale, and you're investing that money elsewhere. Like, I'm really just seeing someone taking risks. Like, I'm really seeing someone just taking risks. I'm seeing you taking more risks this year with the lessons that you've learned, and you're kind of like, all right, fuck it, I'm ready to go. And I see you like getting victory from these risks, getting victory from what you've left behind, what you used to work on. I want to get more information for you. There's a deck that wants me to use it right now. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's not what I was expecting. I don't want to be in this reading forever. Four of Swords. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Death. Wow. Insane. So that's crazy that the death literally falls on the Seven of Pentacles, because yeah, I think you are transforming like your focus on something that used to be a really big deal for you, something that you used to work super hard on, something that used to take up a lot of your time. That is something that you are like walking away from. You're in some cases abandoning it. In other cases, just letting it be, letting it grow, right? Like, you've planted your seed. It's time to not jock those seeds, not obsessing over those seeds. Let the shit go. You're watering when you can. You're watering, you're fertilizing, and then you keep it moving. You go about the rest of your day. You're no longer like dedicated to that garden and like putting so much fucking time in that shit. Like, no, you've planted it, you did all that, you put the time in it, and you're like, you know what, this can handle without so much of my presence. And you're walking away from that in the way where you're still obviously watering your garden, tending to your garden, but you have the rest of, time to do other things now. I see you taking more risks. I see you leaving the comfort of what you've been doing and going into other stuff. Now, what is manifesting for you? Nine of Swords is freaking weird because this is bloody swords. Four of Swords. Here comes the thinking energies. I don't know. Nine of Swords is kind of wild. Like, how do you really put that into focus? The Tarot of Oppositions has a positive Nine of Swords. And I'm trying to remember what it says. I can't for the life of me remember what it says. But if I think of what's manifesting for you, I think this Nine of Swords still tells me about the risks that you're taking. This is a risky year for you, and it's like deliciously risky. I feel like you're really in a state of like jumping up and down in place, ready to go. Like, you're no longer staying where you're at, you're moving away, okay? How I'm seeing this manifest for you is with the Nine of Swords energy. You're in bed knowing that you have to have certain conversations with people, knowing that you want to reach out to certain people, knowing that you want to advance in your life in a certain way, knowing that, I have to go through that again, I have to do that again, but doing it because you know that staying complacent, staying in the same place is going to be worse than not doing it. So this is just you sort of like hyping yourself up, having your panic moment, but knowing that I'm going to do it anyway. I love that for you because I've been in that place before, and I wound up being a G at the things that I didn't want to do. So this is you knowing that you've been through the trials, through the tests, through the tribulations, through the mucky waters, through the sea. You've gained your sea legs, but you still have some of those old patterns in your head of like, not even patterns, just like as a human being, you're like, oh shit, now I have to have this conversation again. Now I have to like be kind and listen to this person and like hear what they have to say because that's gonna bring us closer. I know this now. And it's just still kind of like, ugh, fine, but you still do it. And you know that there's benefits in doing it. Like, you're gonna do it. That's what this Nine of Swords is giving me. This Four of Swords is giving me chill time. I feel like what's manifesting for you is more rest and less guilty rest. Less guilty rest, bitch. Like, you're fucking at peace. Okay? Like, it's like the things that used to bother you that you've done so many times now, you just kind of roll your eyes at and go, ugh, whatever. Whatever. I've been through it. I've done this. It is what it is. Like, it'll happen when it needs to happen. Like, it's just that kind of attitude is what the Four of Swords is giving me. It's like, I think I'm just gonna go sleep. And people are looking at you like, wait, you're not gonna respond to this person. You're not gonna react. You're not gonna X, Y, Z. And you're like, no, it's fine. And truly, when you wake up in the morning, it's fine. You wake up to an apology. You wake up to oh, sorry, actually, that email was a mistake. We didn't mean to debit your account. We're gonna credit you extra for the inconvenience. Like, you're just going through such a transformation and change. And I think this is something that you've already been going through. It's just gonna be more apparent in your real world, especially with the decisions and risks and chances that you're taking. Let's just get a little bit more. Absolutely. Fucking, what was I talking about? Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. Spirit is citizen prime in the illumination. Okay? This is the Three of Cups, right? It's not Three of Cups. This is indulgence. This is more like maybe the devil or something, or more. Or Three of Cups. But it's three women. And the three women we're talking about. Spirit is taking us back to the friendship. Spirit is taking us back to the connections that are really going to push you forward. If you're looking to expand in your business, in your life, in your career, in your home, you want to know people. You want to expand your network because people are going to help you. The beautiful thing about people is they know things that you don't. They have a different life experience and knowledge that you don't. There's a lot of things that through my network, I have had the experiences that I've had. I was able to travel and do certain things because a person that I know, we met up for lunch and I was telling them I was really interested in this and they're like, oh, are you doing this program? And I was like, what you talking about, Willis? And Willis told me that this and this program exists. Bam, because of a connection. So do your best to be of service and to receive service from others and connection from others this year. I think you will be, but for those of you that are reluctant to, find the people that you won't be reluctant to, especially starting with yourself with that Nine of Swords. Robbery in the reverse. Absolutely. I think you're no longer, this is crazy because lately in the readings that I've been posting, the Seven of Swords has taken on this interesting energy of stealing from oneself. And this is what this is giving me with the robbery in reverse. It's like you're no longer stealing from yourself. Seven of Pentacles. You're no longer stealing your time, your energy, your resources. Like you're no longer giving all of that stuff to the stuff that you used to. I think you're not giving as much of it as you used to. You're giving a proper amount. That's what's manifesting for you. This thing of like being a lot more judicious and just being like, knowing that it's gonna be okay if you step away. It's gonna be okay if you do the bare minimum because it's just upkeep. It's not even called the bare minimum. It is, but if you just do upkeep, right? I feel like that's something that's coming up for you and something that you've invested a lot of your time in, whatever that is. Actually, a few things that you invested a lot of your time in. There's just this thing of you being like, this is gonna be okay. I think I need to move on to other projects and more things. I want to pull more. I know I have like 3 more piles to do, but yeah, stress. Here we go. The Nine of Swords. So I feel like the stress is going to be from you having to, number one, you worried over the risks that you're taking because that's new, right? You're entering the new territory of no longer dealing with what you used to. You're now dealing with some new shit. And new shit brings new shit that you're not well versed in. What got you here, and what's going to take you from here to there is going to be a new, different skill set. The beautiful thing about this is, though, Spirit is really saying, like, you're going to be stressed a little bit, but it's a good thing because it's new stresses, it's new problems, it's new challenges, rather, I should say, because you've leveled up into a new space. And this isn't like, oh, shit, I can't get, no. What brought you here will help you through this space. But you will be learning and flexing different muscles. But those muscles that got you here are going to help you get you through this energy. All right. This is also, I think, just, again, that new stress energy of the risks that you're taking and you getting out of your comfort zone. You're getting out of your comfort zone in a beautiful way. And I think lean on the people in your world. And if you don't have people in your world, start praying for them. All right, I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck, pile 3. And I will see you next time on the Flippity Flip. Bye-bye. Okay, there, pile 2. So, pile 2, what is manifesting for you in the next era of your world, of your year, 2025, or whenever you're watching this, because it's relevant. I really do believe that. What is manifesting for you? Let's go ahead and see. Queen of Diamonds. Okay. Queen of Diamonds gives me, obviously, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and surprisingly, Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles reminds me of a King of Wands as well, in that she is full of vitality and she has a pretty balanced masculine energy. Actually, she's a creator, she's a doer, she's got that yang energy, she's orchestrating in the background, in the foreground. She's an energy that is incredibly a powerhouse. Ooh, I just got chills, baby. Chills. This is someone who, when they're off their game, you can tell. Everybody can tell there's something wrong with the madam when the Queen of Pentacles is not okay. The Queen of Diamonds is not okay. It's giving Queen of Cups in a very weird way. It's not a traditional Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Cups is here. It's a Queen of Cups that, it's a Queen of Cups that is incredibly in the background. And by that, I mean in the energy of this, energy that you're stepping into, that you are going to be and that you are in. This Queen of Cups is one where your decisions are coming from your inner Queen of Cups. Like the Queen of Cups is the operator in the brain, right? The one who manifests in reality is like the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, ex-King of Wands. But in the background, like really in the background, in the small, in the brain, the one sort of like when the one who the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands consults is the Queen of Cups. She's kind of the one sort of running the show. She's not running the show, but a huge part of the show. Like she's the director of like backstage. You go, now you go. Come on. Where are the singers? Cue them up. Like it's like that. That's what the Queen of Cups is doing here. The Queen of Cups here is helping make decisions. She is the guiding light. She's the guiding force energy where the decisions being made are inspired by the Queen of Cups, in that it's following intuition, it's following deeper knowing. So any risks that you're taking this year, any decisions that you choose to pull out from or get into are heavily intuitively guided. That's where the Queen of Cups is coming in this. This is very, very interesting. I cannot wait to get into this. I want to talk a little bit more actually about that. At the end of the day and in the beginning of the day, the foreground queens and king of this energy, right? The queen of doing, right? Like you executing what you're executing. This is action. There's no passivity here. This is a year of action, right? This is a manifesting action energy. Very curious to see what the tarot comes up with. But as I'm getting these intuitive hits, it's action. Okay, and as you take action and take risks and move mountains and like do things and make plans and choose people and hey me, the things that you're doing, the projects you're running, the choices you're making, the dietary changes you're making to yourself, you working out at the gym, you doing a lot more building muscle. I'm definitely seeing like a body improvement, a physical glow up. You having an even stronger personality when it comes to fighting yourself to your boundaries and even how you present with people. You're standing a lot more tall. There's this Queen of Cups on the inside, in the heart, in the head, right? That is squinting and analyzing. That's guiding. That's sending and receiving the intuitive hits through to you to guide your choices. It's a very beautiful energy. I feel like I don't have the words to describe it. I need to read more books, but we're out here with it. Spirit, what is manifesting for pile 2 in the new year at the time of their reading? Excellent. And then here we have the Ten of Swords, and the Fool is still at the bottom of the deck. All right, so we have the Hanged Man, the King of Swords. Crazy. Oh, can't believe I didn't see the Queen of Swords in this, but the King of Swords and the Ten of Cups in reverse. All right. This is actually quite beautiful. This is the before tarot. So part of what I described, you do, but I feel like there's a missing element. It's either you have been all Queen of Cups, thinking about things, thinking things over, which is very Queen of Swords, but analyzing, looking at things, intuiting things, but not taking so much action. Or you've been Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Pentacles energy. You're doing, you're investing, you're giving, you're creating, you're signing up for that, signing up for this, I'm gonna do that, but you're not thinking as much as you should. You're not thinking about the future as much as you should, okay? You're not really stopping, accessing your wisdom, of a greater wisdom, and going, you know what? I know I want to do this, that, project or whatever, or endeavor or party or thing. I know that these are the things I really want to do, but I need to think more about what's going to help me long term. Is this a wise investment for me? Is this good for me to spend my money here? Is this good for me to spend my time here? Is this wise for me to be doing this? I would like it, it would be fun, it would be great, but is now the right time? Like you've been too impulsive, is what I'm trying to say. You've been too impulsive. You've been too depleting of yourself and your resources. And you haven't been wise enough. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You need to hear this. You may not have been as wise as you need to be to go, you know what? I could do all these things and I could do them poorly. I could do all these things, but perhaps not at the same time. I need to probably budget my time more accordingly and see what one thing I can focus on, or what 2 things or 3 things I can focus on, and go from there. I need to have a lot more discipline. The Queen of Cups brings in more discipline because she's more discerning. So you've either been too thinking about things and not actually acting, too in your intuitive, I'm gonna, and not really taking any action, or you've been taking too much action and not really thinking about it and accessing your wisdom and going, you know what though? I know I want to do this, this, and this. Let me write that down in Luce's Star Journal, which is linked in the description box below. Let me write all my shit down. Let me write all my dreams down, what I want to do, what my ideas. And let me focus on what I can focus on right now. Not everything. Because if I do everything, I am going to be overwhelmed. I'm not going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm not going to do it to any good ability. It's not going to help anybody or me. And it's more going to further my belief that I can't do shit, that I start and stop project. Like, it's just not helping anybody. All right? Great. Hanged One, the Hanged Man, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. That is probably all brought to you by the King of Swords. And actually this whole reading, I would say, let's go, let's talk about it. Ten of Cups, right? These are the things that bring you joy and make you feel good, but it's too damn much and you can't do nothing about it. You're not doing much about it. It's all just too much. It's too much. It's great. You want to play with everything and every toy, but you're only one person. You only have 2 hands. If that, for some people don't. And you can only do so much, and now you start feeling like a failure because well, and you're this hanged man thing of just being stuck in stasis of like not. This is giving me a story of the past. So what is manifesting for you? That cohesion, that balance between the two. Okay, this is the King of Swords saying, y'all sit down. Let me go ahead and add some judicious to this. Let me add some judicious to this. So there could be a person coming into your life that helps you, and it could be me. I am an air sign in this moment. I will shuffle some more energies for you. But there could be energies in your life, this King of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who comes in and helps bring more focus and a sense of like strictness of it. Not in a negative way, not in a, a Catholic nun way, but in a teaching. Listen, Catholic schools have such a reputation, boy. Where I'm from. Not in a strict way, right? Not in the I'ma beat you way, but in a way where it's like, you need to choose. It's time to be judicious, and it's time to make sense of what you're trying to do, right? What you want to stick to. And if you want to try one thing and try it for a hot bit, then that's fine. But at least give certain things time, and don't waste your money, don't waste your energy, don't do those things. The King of Swords is being called in to organize things at a higher level. So that could be in you. Now, I am seeing how this queen is looking at this king, and how this king is sort of ready to flex. You could be in this year meeting somebody who has been absent or non-existent, or I don't know, and you're big shit and they're kind of big shit. This King of Swords is really just out here looking yummy. And they're about to show you what for. They're about to show you how it's done. Now, this King of Swords could also be kind of messy, and you look at them and you're like, oh wow, I think it's a reflection of you. Or this King of Swords could also be a boss, and you look at them and you go, wow, that's a reflection of me as well. So whatever it is, it feels like this King of Swords is a reflection of you, in that it's calling out your inner King of Swords to clean shit up. And it's also presenting in the form of a King of Swords in your world that is really showing up to like assist in whatever way they're doing that. I want more cards. What is manifesting? The Tower. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. The Empress in reverse. One more. So what's manifesting for you is being more practical, to be honest. Being more practical and being more integrated. Being, again, matching up that wise wisdom with doing. That doing with wisdom. And it's through that you are going to, through that and through seeing someone, either seeing how someone does it, either having someone talk to you, either hearing someone talk about it, or something like that, or meeting somebody, or it's something that's happening in you. Okay, that was loud. It's something that's happening in you and outside of you simultaneously. Okay, and that's really helping you curb your enthusiasm for everything and help you get more focused. And and I think you do it just in the nick of time. There's some deal or something that you don't sign up for that is a good thing you didn't sign up for, because I think it wasn't going to be for you, or it wasn't going to work out, or it didn't make sense for where you're at, or something like that. So that's cool. It's like you're being swoop saved. I think you're having some epiphanies about yourself in this new year, new era of your world, new segment of your life, that are really going to be exemplary in moving you forward. This Ten of Cups in reverse, again, it feels like overwhelm, right? I feel like you're moving away also from maybe certain, I don't want to say it like that, but certain familial kickbacks. So by that, it means if you have been rebelling against your family in whatever way, I'll never be like my family, I'll never da 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 da. I think there's something about that you're noticing wasn't all bad, and the place that you've been operating from I'll never be like them da 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 da, made you throw the baby with the bathwater out. And I feel like you're finding some of that baby and embracing that in you. What does this mean? I'll never be like my family. They were always super forgiving about all this and that. And I don't want to be so forgiving because people take advantage of you. So I'm going to be cutthroat. So you become cutthroat and you throw away being forgiving of others, showing people grace. That you threw out the baby with the bathwater, right? So you getting the baby back, or you finding, not pieces of the baby, but you finding, the baby, and you adopting that baby and bringing that baby back into you, is you showing that, oh, actually, you know what, like, I think being good to people, being forgiving and understanding is not bad. It just depends on who those people are, how often you're doing it, and if you're being judicious about it, right? You're being wise about how that's done. So certain familial stuff is could be happening for you that you're manifesting this year and seeing that, maybe I pushed away the wrong thing. Maybe I pushed it away too hard and didn't see the virtues in that. Right? This could just also be things that you've been enjoying in the past. Just there, it's good. I feel like you're in a limbo state. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so much action for you this year, and it's wise action, and I feel like you'll be in more limbo states. I don't think you'll be taking passive action. I don't think you'll be taking impulsive. 38. Jeez Louise. I don't think you'll be taking impulsive action. I don't think you'll be taking non-action, but I think you'll be really judicious again. I keep saying that about the kind of action you want to take. And I think more so than that, that's not what I'm trying to say in this example. What I'm trying to say now is, like, I think you're going to be thinking about what it is you actually want to do. I think you'll be thinking more about what you want to do in a more constructive way. The Hanged Man is not a joke, right? The Hanged Man is someone who's wondering, what am I doing here? Especially in the Before Tarot, before he even makes the 4 with the sulfur sign with his feet and crosses his arms. Like, this is someone who's in stasis, kind of thinking, what do I want to do? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Who for? What for? Why for? Where do I want to go? What do I want? I think you're asking these big questions of yourself, and your old desires which haven't been desires for you for a very long time, are getting refreshed. And there is going to be a moment for you where you're kind of like, I don't know where I'm going with my life. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And that's going to be manifesting for you. I want to say it's a good thing. Because even with the big Empress showing up here in the reverse, I think you're really curious about, what do I want to grow in my life? What do I want? What is my, not even a purpose, but like, what do I want? Me. What do I want? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel great? What makes me feel? And I think that is going to be one of the big things that happens to you this year, where you really get back to self, and you no longer participate in things that don't really serve who you are now. They serve the shadow of yourself or the person you used to be. But now that you've stopped and thought about who you are and what you want, you're now connecting to your wisdom. You're now connecting to your wise action. And you're wondering, what do I want to hold? What do I want to choose? What do I want to go? Who do I want to work with? Right? You're stepping into that Emperor role, that King of Swords role of being more judicious. Who do I want to work with? What do I want to work with? What do I want to do? What feels good to me? How do I start working on that? And you're starting to draw something new, a new plan for your life. This is so beautiful. Like, this is really, really beautiful. It's scary, but it's absolutely fucking beautiful, because you're in control. You weren't forced to be in a state of blah, 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 blah. I say blah, 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 because there's in The Sims, there's a moment in The Sims 2. There's a moment where when a character is when your Sims social runs out and it's on full red and depleted, they have a mental breakdown, and they just do this on their lips, like they just play their finger on their lips. It's really sad. And then a doctor pops out of nowhere and like talks them down. That moment is what I was channeling, because it just gives me the tower moment, and I feel like you're curbing away from that. You're curbing away from activities and things that that don't make sense for you. Okay, so Spirit's like, let's go back to that King of Swords, okay, that you was looking at, and that's trying to flex for you. Speaking of King of Swords, withdrawal. You can't talk about no robbery. You can't talk about no King of Swords without talking about no pulling back. Listen, what's manifesting for you this year could be a connection that is beautiful. Okay, a marriage. For some of you, you could be getting married this year, or meeting the love of your life. And I believe that's going to be as a result of you really looking at yourself and going, what do I even want? That could be in love. It really could be in love, or it just could be in life. And as you click in place with what's in alignment with you, who you are today and now, then you're more in alignment with who the person is for you, your future spouse. So there we have it. That king, that person that sort of maybe comes and reflects to you, and you reflect to them, and y'all reflect to each other. So marriage could be a thing that's definitely coming on here for you. And someone you can lean on. Someone who you can depend on. Someone who your 10 of cups of your old family stuff, or just the stuff that wasn't really of value to you anymore. It was once upon a time, like your 10 of cups becomes refreshed, right? You get a new 10 of cups, which is just this home, marriage, family stuff. Withdrawal. Quit, awakening, and rejection. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. No, I think this is what we were talking about. Just this whole thing of like the Hangman is stasis. The 10 of Cups in reverse is giving me a stasis as well. We didn't even talk about the 6 of Wands here. But I think that's just the overall vibe of you being victorious in this year, and being victorious in your search for self and your search for purpose. Not even purpose, honestly. I think the purpose in this here would be overrated. It's not even about purpose. It's about what you want now for your life. Now that like what you wanted, you have it. What do you want next? And I think with the six here, there is someone here crowning the 6 of Wands, and I think that does help in terms of other people, this other person coming into your life and sparking something new. But the thing is, you were already on that journey. It's just this person adds extra more impetus and oomph to the journey that you're going on. Robbery in reverse, I think, again, something I've noticed is the Seven of Swords has been showing up in the readings lately, and the energy that I'm getting from it is this energy of no longer stealing from yourself, right? No longer robbing yourself of time, energy, resources, and experiences. No longer lying to yourself, no longer juking and driving yourself. Like, bitch, you live with yourself 24/7. Like, hello? Stop lying to yourself about what makes you happy. Stop. And I think you're stopping that. You're manifesting stopping that. You're going to be more real and frank with yourself and saying, oh man, okay, this is what I need to do. And the withdrawal is you're taking time. You're taking yourself. A hermit didn't show up here, so you're still out there living your life, but you're taking the time to take the time to take the time. And you're standing up against your old habits, which is beautiful. I'm not seeing the Chariot here, it didn't come out, but it's you going nay on your horses, you know, your way forward and going, what do I want for myself again? The Chariot, they say, is chasing the star, right? The Chariot is looking for the star, and the Hermit has the star. So it's so crazy that those two energies come up here. And their stars is missing here. Now, granted, the diamond looked like a star, so you're a star, so it's in you. Okay, we figured it out. The star is that wish, the wish, the hope, the desire, the purpose, the joy. That's in you. It's just you're going to have to live the world and make wise choices in this year to find out like what gives you that buzz. And I know that you will find it. You will find it. It's just on the way there, you also find a partner. So that's cute. This was awesome. This is a great read. I don't really know if I fully expressed everything that I wanted to say or that needed to be said here. I definitely don't think I did. I think these energies honestly needed a whole like 40-minute reading of their own, each and every pile. But I don't have the bandwidth for that, and I don't want to do that. But maybe I could do a one-off video to whom it may concern and just do a what's manifesting for you for my collective. But we'll see about that. Anyway, my friend, keep your light and good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Hello, pile 4. Pile 4, what is manifesting for you in the next year? In the next 12 months? What is manifesting for you? What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? 2 of Diamonds. Okay. It's giving 2 of Swords. It's giving 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups, maybe? What's the other one? 2 of Wands? It's giving 2 of Swords. Obviously, this is 2 of Diamonds, so it's more so 2 of Pentacles, but it's giving me 2 of Swords. I think what's manifesting for you are a lot of like come to Jesus moments. What is a come to Jesus moment? A come to Jesus moment is crossroads where you really have to make like a choice. I don't know. Where you really have to make a choice. The nice thing about this is I don't think these choices are hard in that you don't know what to do. I think you do know what to do. I think they're hard in that it goes against what you would normally do. Maybe there's some perceptions of people's feelings being hurt, how you've normally lived your life being challenged, etc., etc. Right? That's what I'm getting. What is manifesting for pile 4? 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. King of Cups. Let's fucking go. There's that 2 of Cups. King of Swords. I will take that. And Justice. That's crazy. Lots of sword action. Yeah. This is so cute, actually. I feel like I feel like you are like disappointing people this year, and I feel like you're acknowledging that you do not want to live for everybody. right? Like, you don't want to live for everybody. You don't want to live for everybody. You want to live for yourself. And this isn't in that selfish way. It's almost like, it's about that time. And that's why it's so hard for you, because you have been living for others. You have been doing things for others that you care about in your world. Or just like your perception, like it also is giving perception from all these sorts. Like your perception of people, your perception of what people will think, but people aren't really thinking that, or at least like not to the extent that you are. Like, you feel me? It's the most rudest awakening when you say like, let's say someone comes out of the closet and they tell their people, hey, I'm coming out of the closet. I've come out of the closet. This is my identity. And people are like, okay, can you pass me the salt? like, you know, you thought you were suffering over this, you were panicking over this, you were, you know, just like in your head about it, in your heart about it, and you come out and it's just so anticlimactic from what you thought it was gonna be. My mom always says, there's no there when you get there. It's like this thing of like, oh, I'm trying to sign up for this job, and this job pays, you know, so much more money than my old job did. And then you go through the things and you're like, God, I really want this. I really want this. I really want this. And you get it. And it's like, yay, done. Like, okay, you know, there's no fanfare. There's no fireworks show. It's just, you get the acceptance letter, you know, you get an email saying, hey, we'd like to offer you the role. May you please come in on this day. We look forward to seeing you. Sign these papers. But you made it such a big deal, dude. It was such a big fucking deal. Or, you know, you get that person and you've been pining for them. I want my future spouse. I want my partner. I want my lover. I want this and that. And they show up and it's like, okay, this one, since it's a lot more emotional, there's a lot more people, maybe there's a bit more fanfare, but like, being happy in a relationship is maybe you two cuddling on the couch. It's not an explosive moment. It's not this like, you know, the music does not crescendo, you know, it's just chill. And you're like, oh, here he goes, pulling his, sir, is you good or is you good? All right. What the? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I was looking at somebody who was about to, I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, it's honestly, literally, that was what I just saw. Here's the thing, you guys. I stopped this reading because there was a man walking outside, putting his hand in his pants, going towards a tree. You know what that means. He's about to load on off, right? He's about to take a piss. And I'm like, is he really gonna do it? Because he was walking funny, he had his hand in his pants, and I'm like, he's gonna do it. And then he like veered off course. I'm like, is he just tucking his shirt in a very weird way? Like, what is happening? Then there was another man coming, and I guess this man who was like tucking himself was like, hello. And then this guy was like, hello. And then they kept on walking. I was like, what is gonna happen? It's kind of like that. I feel like this is just this energy of like, you're expecting something huge, but what you're expecting is like a bad fallout, and it's okay. What is the point that I'm trying to mention here? I said it many times. I feel like you're worried about something, and this year you find out that it's not that big of a deal. The world doesn't end. The sun still rises, right? The tides still fall. The moon is still in the sky. Like, it's not cataclysmic, okay? And not in in a way that like you don't have to freak out anymore. That's what this Nine of Swords is giving me. It's giving me this thing of like, I can't believe I was freaking out about something. I'm glad I made this choice, but literally the world didn't end because I made this choice. People understood. People understood. I was my own worst enemy. Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Justice. These are two people. You have possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or, you know, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't really think that, but because you could have a Libra, right? This is an air sign. This is another air sign with the Nine of Swords. We could talk about it's an air sign, but it could be anybody that exhibits the qualities of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is judicious, okay? Especially this King of Swords. This King of Swords is flexing. I like this King of Swords. This is someone who's quiet, someone who thinks, someone who you don't quite know what they're thinking. Someone who is, they could be talkative, but that doesn't mean that they're telling you anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do. They could be saying a lot of things. They could have a lot of words, but that doesn't mean that they're saying anything. So this person can be a talkative person, but that doesn't mean that they're expressing themselves. With the Knight of Cups, though, they are expressing yourself. They're expressing themselves to you, or you're expressing yourself to them romantically. So this is looking very romance. With the Justice here, it could be marriage, right? It could be like what's manifesting for you this year is marriage. This person could be different from your usual type or different from what you expected. Just with this two of diamonds here, but it's not as different as you thought. It's different in certain ways that you just never really thought. Like, you've always been exposed to a certain way of how one thing looks like. So for instance, let's say you've always wanted somebody who's from a big family because family is important to you, and in your mind you believe that if someone is from a big family, then family is important to them, right? That's how it goes. If A, then B. But this is maybe somebody who, and this isn't what I'm saying, but this may be someone who comes from a small family, or they're an only child. And actually, and you're like, oh, you're an only child? Like, yeah, I want to, and then they say, I want a big family. It's kind of like that, where you don't think that this person is your type or what makes sense for you, but actually they make sense for you. They just don't look like they would make sense for you. You know, their conditions maybe don't look like that. I've lost the plot. With Justice here, there could be some judicial hearings here that go in your favor. Okay, they go very, very well in your favor, and I think you get even more than you bargained for in a good way. So when it comes to the manifestations coming for you this year, in this next segment of your life, justice will be served. It will be served gently, and it will be served greatly in your favor. Things will come to you well. Okay, they'll be really good. This justice is soft in a way, so I think whatever passes here would be really nice. There could be somebody who, I don't know if you meet someone at work or someone who you meet in a situation that has to do with this whole law issue, this court issue, maybe this marriage issue, that gives you hope for love. For some of you, there's an ending of a bad relationship that gives you hope for love, and there is a love that you're now available to be in because of this divorce or separation in the relationship. Yo, it really is given 2 of Cups. 4 of Wands. There's a party, there's a relationship that's manifesting for you. For some of you, it's a home. It's sharing your home. For some of you, it's a vacation, like a destination vacation, or like a medieval times type thing, where there's a bunch of people hanging out, and maybe you meet somebody, or you and your specific special person go and hang out with a group of people or their people. Maybe you're finally meeting your person's families. There was some stuff about families in this example. Maybe you're meeting each other's families and it goes really nice. That's something maybe you're manifesting. You could be also in a workplace that feels like a family. You could be in a workplace that's closer to home. Also, that's manifesting for some of you. Judgment in reverse. Okay. It's giving forgiveness. That's such a weird statement. What did I say before it's giving? It's giving forgiveness. It's giving forgiveness of the past. It's giving forgiveness of exes. It's giving forgiveness of who you were, who someone was in the past, right? So If any exes come back around to you, I think it's giving let bygones be bygones. That's what I'm getting from this judgment. It's showing me let the sleeping lie, like let the dead lie. Let bygones be bygones. Let whatever happened, and it was what it was. We were who we were. I'm not sure if this is like any kind of reconciliation with an ex or something like that, but for those of you that are having a separation this year, some type of divorce or a breakup, it's almost like you reach a point of peace with it. You reach a point of peace with that ending. And it's a really good thing. Like, it's really nice, and it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be. The fallout was not as bad as you thought it would be. If anything, it's actually really nice, and it ends up well in your favor. Like, maybe you get more money from the settlement of selling stuff. I don't know. But also there's it's almost like you get even more peace when you meet someone new, because now you're like, woo, thank God I left that thing before, that I'm now available for this new person, because I don't think this new person really F's around with third parties or anything like that, because they may have that kind of history, and you're just more available for that. But yeah, I mean, there's also definitely a love here that comes, or a dynamic that's coming, a love relationship here that's coming in your world, or an enhancement of one for some of you. But yeah, a love relationship that's coming for you guys that is definitely, wow, is definitely makes you so happy that you're damn. I just saw a donk that is insane. It's the badonka donk. That thing is defying gravity. How does that even make sense? She's so tiny. Yo, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, a person that's coming that lets you look at your past people and your past dynamics, and you're like, yeah, it makes sense why everything else never worked out, or why that thing didn't work out. Like this is what this is. This is good. Knight of Wands, passion is good. You're gonna be a lot more passionate. Oh, Six of Wands has come out like 3 times in energy, and then 2 in actual like card. There's something that you're gonna be working really hard for here. Whatever decisions that you're making this year are going to be fruitful. I think they really are gonna give you a sense of home, a sense of belonging, a sense of like tapping into who you are now. And also like a sense of pride and excitement. Like, you're gonna get more excitement in your life. You're gonna be like, why did I not do this sooner? So for those of you who've been in a relationship or dynamic that you've been pining over somebody, or things have been not like crazy from your past or whatever, you're gonna meet somebody and you're like, why didn't I do this sooner? It's just so silly. I wasted so much time. For those of you who are not in that state, you will be meeting somebody and you'll be like, oh no, this is what it's about. Like, if you were single and alone or whatever, like, you're like, this was worth the wait. Otherwise, I'm not even seeing any pentacles, baby. You are gonna get a victory in a judicial issue. If you do marry somebody this year, you are gonna have a lot more fun and fairness and good shit in that relationship and dynamic, right? Okay, ladies, yes, love a lady in uniform, yes, let's go. You're gonna have peace. You're gonna have more peace, okay? I feel like good things are really coming to you and manifesting in your world. For those of you who are like sexually active, you're gonna have some really good romps with this person, this King of Swords mentality. Even though they're kind of quiet, but then also not, and they keep things close to their chest. This is someone who studies people to a degree that they do, and they've studied you, and they're really gonna know what to do for you in bed, or just your brain, like how they look at you with their eyes. You're just gonna be like, oh my God. You're gonna have a really good year. When to become one, I need some love like I never needed love before. Sing it with me. I wanna make love to you, baby. I think you're gonna be really good. There's a sense of home. There's a sense of like stepping into new territory. especially mentally, realizing like you are your own limitation, like your fears and your worries. And you putting things to bed, right? Whether it's exes or just whatever you got going on, like putting that stuff to bed and just being better. You're just gonna be better. You're just gonna be a better person after you make these choices that you're afraid to make, right? Like you get to live out loud. Schedule, absolutely, love that. Protest, okay. I need some love like I never needed love before. I wanna make love to ya, baby. I had to get it up. That's eternal love. But I'm back for more. You gonna get that old love. For some of you, you're really gonna marry someone that's gonna bring you peace. And that could be somebody that you're marrying this year, or you're manifesting them this year. And you too have that old good. Like you too have that old good. Partly because this person studies you, and like hallelujah, you know what I mean? This person studies you and they know how to please you emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever. But this is that old love, right? Eternity, consistency, soulmate, that love where it's like every time you see each other, you kiss, right? Ever seen old people kiss? Like, they're so cute. And elderly is so cute, you know, when they're still together. Like they've really seen each other through every phase of life, and they've stuck together. And like that kind of history, Godspeed. Protest, inadequacy, sue, attention. Yes, whatever like stuff is like suing or law, it's gonna end up in your favor, whatever that looks like. Schedule, management plan, organization. You're gonna be just much more better about organizing yourself and your world and what you want for yourself, okay? You're gonna be really planning out your time because you've got big things going on that you're doing and that you're a part of, and people that are now a part of your world that you have to make time for. So you have to just become a lot more clear and judicious about what you're giving time to, what you're talking about, what you're doing, and what you're spending on. And they're like, there was no pentacles in that reading. That's so weird. Like, what is that? It's so crazy because the Judgment came out, and I think the Sag energy, I don't know, I think so. Is it Aquarian? Whatever. And right next to the Sag Mr. Sag himself, the Knight of Wands, which is fire sign energy. Aries, Virgo, Capricorn. What? Aries, Leo, Sag. You're gonna have a hot year. I don't know if you're gonna be somewhere hot this year, but you're gonna have a hot year. I wish you everything. Keep your light and good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pile 1. Pile 1, what is manifesting for you in new year, in this time that you're watching this, in the next 12 months of when you are watching this? We shall see. What's manifesting for you? 5 of Spades. Okay. Oh, I am picking up a lot of dark energy, but in like the best fucking way. Let's go. Here's the thing. I stand Pile 1 readings, okay? Like, I love Pile 1 readings because they're just always so like dun 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 dun. Darth Vader was not fucking around. He was not playing around. Darth Vader was a motherfucker that was about that business. Okay, he wanted to blow up a whole star or a planet or just like, I don't even know, okay. Darth was out here. He had dreams, he had goals. And there's another Darth in real life. I mean, listen, when you got some of that energy on you, shit, whether you're doing good or you're doing bad, that energy does not care. It bows down to your whim. That's that Pile 1 energy. I'm here for it. Five of Swords is giving dark, just because of spades. Okay, spades is also just like a little bit of a painful suit. It's giving Five of Swords. It's also giving me Five of Pentacles. But for some reason, it's really giving me also, I mean, it's giving me like very powerful, like dark as in powerful. I don't know, like in that, when I see this, I'm like, oh my God, oh, I'm scarred. But it's giving me like dark feminine. I haven't fully indulged in dark feminine content or what's been branded as dark feminine content. I'm sure it's something that I already know that has just now been labeled as dark feminine. And it's been around for quite some time, I guess, to some degree, but maybe making more of the headlines because of things that are going on, which makes sense. But and it's not a bad thing, but yeah, it's not that love and light stuff. It's like, no, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm not gonna, I think. Anyway, this is giving that the power of like our darkness, the power of, even when you talk about shadow work, right? That's dark stuff, but shadow work can be just a lot of shadow work, which I'm super passionate about, which I work with a lot of my clients, and they don't fully know it, but we're doing it because it's not always like awful, but it's just very much about facing ourselves and facing the parts of ourselves that we've relegated to the darkness, right? Facing parts of ourselves that we have put to the side and deemed as inappropriate or whatever. It's embracing those things and no longer giving them the power that they had and taking back more of our power from ourselves to become whole as opposed to fragmented, right? Anyway, it's giving dark, okay? What I'm seeing here for you, just from the energy that I'm intuitively getting, because Spirit has been really on it with the intuitive hits this season of my life, it's just really telling me a story of somebody who's kind of like sick of being a goody two shoes. And I don't think it's even necessarily like horrible going goth or anything like that, but it's just like, maybe it is like, maybe you've never worn dark nail polish because you didn't want people to think X, Y, and Z, and now you're like, fuck it, I want to wear dark nail polish because I want to wear dark nail polish. Maybe you've always wanted to get a tattoo, but you never did because you had a partner who said, I don't like girls with tattoos, I don't like guys with tattoos, I don't like people who have tattoos, they're da 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 da. Maybe your family was like, don't get a tattoo because da 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 da. And here you go saying, I've always wanted a tattoo, why the fuck am I not going to get a tattoo? I'm going to get a tattoo. You know what I mean? It's like giving in to your pleasures, and not to say that they're bad, but like you're giving into the pleasures that you've denied yourself. You're leaning into that darkness. That's what I mean by darkness to me. It's the parts of ourselves that the light of our consciousness has abandoned, right? We're like, oh, no. But now you're like, actually, yeah. This is somebody who goes, well, I'm just going to do things that I know. It's just giving the energy of someone who's like, no, not anymore. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to do things more authentically. Like those energies in you have grown so much that they've bubbled forth, and like you need it. And what this energy will do for you in your life moving forward, if you do it right, because I've seen people who do this and they do it so wrong. Not that there's a right and wrong way, maybe, I think there is, but when you do it the right way, which since you're a Lumi, you're a member of this channel, a sub of this channel, you're watching this video, I'm hoping you'll do it the right way. But what happens when you do this, it's like eating charcoal. I'm a proponent of charcoal pills. Charcoal pills, I swear by. Peppermint oil, I swear by. When you eat charcoal pills, charcoal as a source, charcoal as an element itself, as like a thing, a substance, it's an adsorber. It clings on to stuff. It helps like get rid of like odors. It helps get rid of like crazy stuff in your stomach. When you overdose on something or you take too much of something, alcohol helps grab onto it to like remove it. That's why you shouldn't take charcoal pills with your medication, because the charcoal is non-discriminatory. It'll grab everything. That's a dark thing that is grabbing shit, but it's so powerful and it's a good thing, just you got to use it well, right? So that's what I feel like is happening. Like you're entering your charcoal phase. You're entering your charcoal era. And I'm really happy for you. I want to see what that's going to look like for you in terms of what you're manifesting. For some of you, now that I say that, you may have been too much in your charcoal era. Like you may have been, not even charcoal, yeah, too much in it, where you're grabbing stuff, 5 of swords, right? You're being petty. You're like every man for himself, every woman for herself. All men are dogs, all women are bitches and cheaters. Like this is like your energy that you've been in, and this energy has to fucking change, bro. Pile 1, please. That energy has to change. Come hell or high water, this energy of being petty, being catty, being just a dumb bitch. I'm sorry. Like that part of you, that's gotta go. That has oversaturated your thinking, and that's gotta be tempered down, diluted, and it can still be there, right? Like stand up for yourself. But being petty and doing all these things, like that's not gonna get you to your next level. That's gonna take you to some bullshit. I don't want that for you. Being jealous, like jealousy is a thing, but like to the point where you start ruining and sabotaging yourself, nah, son, let's not do that. I don't want that for you. I really don't want that for you. I think you don't want that for you either. I hope that's not what's manifesting for you, because I quit. I rebuke you. These fell on the floor. This guy, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Listen, this King of Swords, I think, has shown up for damn near every reading. What is going on? What is going on? Everybody's getting an air sign, or is this me? Is this Luce showing up in the readings? I never show up as the King of Swords. Listen, I'm going to be ghosting y'all this year. Let me not even joke about that. Could be real. Okay, you have the Page of Cups, you have the King of Swords, you have the 4 of Swords, you have the 10 of Swords. A lot of Swords energy. We have the 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups being like, I want to go home. This isn't a good environment. Listen, I'm going to go back to that first story. For those of you who have been crazy, petty, and kind of ridiculous in the past season because life took you there, don't do that. Get away from that. Stop it. I really want to like continue giving someone a tongue lashing here. Like I really do not want you to be a petty bitch this year. That's not necessary. There's better ways for you to be in your dark feminine or dark whatever power than being a dumb bitch. I'm saying that, please do not be a dumb bitch, because you're only fucking yourself over. Ooh, I want to keep talking about that, but I really don't want to. What's showing up here for me is if you are, that's not going to help you, okay? If you are, taking a hot second to understand where that energy is coming from, shed some light on that darkness, see where the hurt is coming from, that it feels good to put people down like that because maybe you felt put down. Figure that out, right? Because that's going to tend you down a wrong path. I'm telling you right now. I'm not saying don't ever be petty. I'm not saying don't ever be and I'm not saying don't ever be jealous or whatever. I'm saying curb those patterns, curb those behaviors, because that is not doing you any favors. It is setting you back. And the feeling that I have in my being of continuing to talk about that energy when I need to talk about that first energy is bad omens, okay? I don't want that for you. I'm not saying become love and light all the time and, ignore your feelings. It's just be conscious and act in a better way. To put the darkness in a better way than in the low vibrational. Like darkness here does not equal low vibrational. That's not the darkness I'm talking about. It's like that shit. It's true though. I mean, you could go far. You really could go far. Darth Vader wasn't petty, but there's someone in the real world who's petty, who's gone really, really fucking far, and he's doing quite well for himself. It's just, listen, I do believe in an afterlife and karma to some degree. I just don't want that for you. But if you want that for you, go ahead, because you really do have the power. It doesn't matter if you're doing bad or good. If you have that strong power, that dark power, the dark power that I'm talking about, and the dark power that is sus, you can still manifest things that you want. You really, really can. The energy does not care if you're doing it for good or for bad. It's just going to do it. Do what you want. It's going to bow down to you. Just as a moral thing, I don't really like that for you. I think you're going to lose more than you're going to gain. Going back to that first energy, let's go. That first energy of you entering into your dark energy, your shadow energy. It's not even shadow, just it's like your parts of you that you shunned, that you've put to the side for the sake of X, Y, and Z. First of all, let's not blame X, Y, and Z, because you've made also the choice. Let's take some of that power back and go, well, I'm not going to blame my mom, because I've also made the choice to listen to what she's saying. I've also made the choice to put her opinion above all else. I've made the choice to make my ex of 3 exes ago, his opinion on tattoos, put it on me as a thing that all people want. I don't want that. I put that friend who said that thing about me once, and I changed my entire fucking personality because that one person who I didn't even give too many shits about said something weird about me and I didn't like it. Or I felt weird and uncomfortable. I'm taking my power back, right? Like, I'm going to make the decision to do what I want and make the decisions that make more sense for me. And this is not, okay, it could be, again, it could be, very well could be, and you could be successful at it. Okay, whatever that looks like for you. This is not about doing crazy shit that is crazy for the sake of being crazy. It's for you getting in touch with yourself, 4 of Swords, and the things that actually bring you joy that you've put to the side for the sake of other people, for the sake of other, period. Okay. What do people think if I walk around in a tank top? I have scars on my arm, but it's hot. I'm gonna walk around in a tank top. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, or whatever else your thing is. I'm a female, but I'm gonna reach out to that man that I think is cute. I'm gonna say something to him because I want to. Do it. I'm a male, but I want to raise my kids at home. I want to be a stay-at-home dad. Fucking do it. Like, find the people. When you accept those parts of yourself that you've been pushing away, you find people that are gonna align with that. Right? In the same way that if you want to be a petty hoe, you will find other petty hoes. Like, petty loves petty. I love a nice petty session, okay? And I go to my friends who I can be petty with. And we have a good time, then we go, yeah, but you know, God bless them. Page of Cups in reverse. There's no room for the Page of Cups in what's manifesting for you here. I feel like you really are, this innocence of the Page of Cups is not to say taking a back seat. It's more so sitting down in the back. It's taking a back seat. Okay, it's taking a back seat. And the King of Swords just stepping forward saying, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough is enough is enough. Okay. You're no longer, with the Ten of Swords, going in the path that you were going. I think you felt or will be feeling the betrayal of you not listening to yourself, of you not going for the things that you want to do that are harmless, but because of what will people say, or what will I look like, or is this too much of a risk, is this stupid, is this whatever, like these people that live in your head or even in your real life, I think you're gonna see something that is your own doing. I feel like you put a test out in your world. You put a test out and you see the results of that test, and those results prove to you that you were right in that you've been betraying yourself. You have been betrayed. You have been betraying yourself, right? And it could be that you find out some things about the people or circumstances in your world, and you see that they actually don't care, whether that's a good not caring or a bad not caring, whatever. Like, you kind of see that actually you're running your own race, you're walking on your own path. Nobody should care or cares as much about your path as you should, right? You're the one who at the end of the day has to bear the consequences of it. And now for some of you who have like kids or whatever, people who depend on you, like dependents, whether it's elderly or what have you, there's something here still about you seeing how to navigate in those spaces, and kind of seeing that there's a pocket here of you reaching bottom. Maybe you have or haven't yet. Bottom, I put that with bunny ears around it. You're reaching a certain level of bottom that shows you that this is annoying. I could have done what I wanted to do. I'm not going to waste any more time. You know, in all the other readings, it's been the 9 of Swords that's been coming up. For you, it's the 10 of Swords. And that's profound, because you've reached the end. You've reached the end. You've seen the result of an action or of misaligned action, and you're kind of like, oh my God, it's your come to Jesus moment of like, oh my God, this is some dumb shit. What have I been doing this whole time? I could have been doing that. This is almost like even seeing your idea come to fruition through someone else, right? Like maybe you had an idea some years ago and it was a great idea and it did not come to fruition, right? You didn't pull the trigger on it. And then you're surfing the internet and you see that someone who did your idea is successful at it. And you kick yourself in the face and you're like, wow, that could have been me. But I was too whatever to like take the risk and do the thing. Even at work, maybe you don't go for a job, or you don't go for a promotion, or you don't go for that business. Let's keep to the career, the business stuff. Let's say you don't go for that, and you see that someone else did, and the person that gets it, you're objectively better than them. And you're like, wow, I can't be mad at that person. I can only be mad at myself. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do go for that job at this place, right? Maybe you do go for that job at that place, and the person that they hire, even after everything you've done for the company, they don't hire you because of whatever reason. You're like, oh, right, that's the betrayal of seeing that, oh shit, like really? Now, these aren't examples that are going to happen to you necessarily, but that's the essence of what I'm trying to say. Like this thing of you could have quit and gone to another company to do the same work for higher pay, or a higher position for higher pay, but you decided to stay out of, I don't know, loyalty to the company or whom, I don't know, bitch, I don't know. And you see like, oh shit, what am I, like, it's this moment where you're kind of like, what am I doing? What was I doing? What am I doing? And I would assume you make different choices with the King of Swords here. Tell me more. What's manifesting for Two of Pentacles? King of Pentacles. Okay, let's go. Making better choices. Come on now, let's go. I love that we had the swords and the pentacles come out, an energy that I was really associating with the five of spades. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. If these two were lovers, they would be the hottest couple. They're so sexy together. Oh my God. I'm blushing. They're my favorite gay couple. I love it. I love it. I love it. These two are just, wow, great match. Really. I feel like they just get each other. I feel like these two, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, would just be gazing into each other's eyes. Like this is that, I don't know why, but this is that tantric stuff. Like just like out of this world, but in this world and of this world. Like this is the couple that like randomly they'll just be like, let's just put mud on each other. It's such a Queen of Cups thing, Queen of Wands thing to be like, let's just pour mud on each other and like just put mud on each other. Like no, but I see these two being so freaky deaky together in like the most profound way. Like it doesn't feel ratchet at all. Like they're just grabbing mud and like rubbing it on each other, and just like if there was ever like a twin flame, soulmate, like one soul split in two. Like it's these two. Oh my God, I've never seen that in my life. That's insane. That is the best pairing. Oh my God, I'm such a fan. So what's manifesting for you could be, a person who is just phenomenal with you. It may not make sense. You two may not on the surface or on paper make sense with each other, but you make the most sense. Like you are the definition of sense. When you look in the dictionary of what sense is, it's the two of you. It could be that deep, okay? It could really be that deep. And that's as a result of you embracing your dark side. And again, by dark side, I just mean the parts of you that you've neglected. You know what that does, right? That makes you whole. You've been operating on a half of a whole. And now when you tap into your dark side, the energies that you've been neglected and shunning and putting to the side, you now are a lot more fuller as a person. And that attracts the person who is yours, your fucking counterpart, like your other you, like your whole you, like your you person. Because you're more you can obviously way more attract your you person more. Hello? Oh my God, I'm in love. I don't understand. Oh wait, I do understand actually. I need a second. Wow. These two, like, and it's so funny because like they're so rough, you know what I mean? Like they're so like so serious, but I swear these two get down and they love it. And it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It could just be them holding hands and rubbing each other's hands and just looking into each other's eyes and like making out. And like it's just the most intense thing in the world. And that's a result of you tapping into more of all of who you are, that then starts whipping what's in alignment with you closer to you. Like I freaking love it for you. Oh my God, I'm uncomfortably comfortable. I love it. Paul 1, it's always you, girl. I call you ready, girl. Yeah, there's something really beautiful here. Oh my God. You're being stricter, okay? You're being not harsher, but you're being more, like Page of Cups is a sweetie boy, and he's just, oh yeah. But when he takes a seat, he's only called upon when he's needed. And I feel like behind closed doors, when you two are good, when this person has proved themselves to you, and quite frankly, when you've proved yourself to them, and you proving yourself to them isn't you taking action that's lovey-dovey. You proving yourself to them in this love thing that's popped up now is you showing up and standing on 10 fucking toes and saying, I'm not gonna take anything less than what I want. Like, you're in your dark feminine, right? Like, you're not, listen, there's two kings here. King's energy, this could be women, men, everything in between, it doesn't matter. I know I said it's my favorite gay couple, but like it's really not, because they're just people. It's just energies. I usually match the kings and queens, so like the feminine and the masculine, the king and the queens. I've never matched the king and kings together. Oh, I love it. I've always wondered who the perfect match for the King of Swords would be. I didn't know it was the King of Pentacles. Oh my God, who knew? So I love it. It's very awesome. But what I'm trying to say is there is this energy here anyway of you proving to them is not you showing that you can be this type of person and doing for them. It's not you. What's manifesting for you in love, I would say, is you proving yourself to people, right? Your romantic counterparts, the romantic people that you're looking at, that you are not taking nonsense, that you are not a softie in terms of like, oh, it's okay, here, oh, here, oh, here, oh, yeah, oh, I understand. It's you kind of being like, no. It's you standing in that, again, that dark feminine power, or, I don't know, whatever masculine version of that is, of I want what I want and I'm gonna get it. And this isn't you necessarily telling them that, like it can be, but you're showing that. You're living from a space of like, I want what I want. You're either gonna get in line or not. And they are gonna be the ones to prove to you that they can match you. They're gonna be the ones who's gonna be exhibiting that they can match your energy. And the only reason someone would ever do that is because you are standing in that energy already. That's why it's so important for you to step into that parts of you that you've been like, no. Because those parts of you that you've been like, no to, because of other people or your perceptions of other people or the perceived consequences, is because I forgot what I was going with that sentence, but the more you align with yourself and become more of yourself, the more what's yours will come to you, because now it recognizes you and you recognize it because you're allowing and accepting of all of you. You feel me? Two of Pentacles. I don't think this person, if you meet this, like if this is a romantic thing, which could be, this could be a friendship thing too, right? If you've been mad at, if you're wanting romance, this is gonna be it. But this is also like friendship, so same, two sides of the same coin to some degree. This is someone who you two will get along quite well, but it's not someone that you thought you would get along with. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what it is about this person that you didn't think you'd get along with, or you didn't think someone like them would fall for someone like me. That feels more accurate. Someone like them would want to be friends with someone like me. That's what it's giving. Two of Pentacles here. I think your money will be well this year, in the manifesting of what you're manifesting. I think you'll be able to do some really cool things with money, putting your attentions where they need to be, and juggling between saving, investing, and maintaining. Okay? When it comes to your health, what I see you manifesting is a partner who will be helping you and understanding in your health. Now, this could be a medical professional who is helping you keep track of things, like a dietitian or whatever. This is someone who will really keep you on the straight and narrow, right? This person won't coddle you, right? They'll give it to you straight. They'll give it to you raw. They'll give it to you how you need to hear it for you to make the changes that you need to make, and you will be seeing results. I'm seeing a glow up here at the Two of Pentacles. I'm seeing you getting closer and closer to a physical look of yourself that you want. If anything, you're more appreciative of your physical shape and who you are and where you're going. So again, there was this thing about, oh, I have scars on my hands, on my arms, and so I never wear, short sleeve shirts or whatever. And you doing that, you embracing yourself more. We have Nightmare. Oh, so the Nine of Swords does come out anyway. We have Trap. Yeah, Nightmare is suffering, darkness, persecution. I like that this is you more so embracing the darkness. This is you more so embracing the darkness. This is you more so embracing your dark energies. And again, this could be, I don't know, like, I don't think it's bad, but I don't know your life. This really could be, for me, I would give an example of myself. I don't know, if you're someone who gives people a lot of chances, like you're not giving them as many chances, you always kind of go, oh, well, maybe this is the last. It's like, no, you're not really doing all that. Maybe you're not doing it as much. Maybe you're still doing it, but just not as much. You know what I mean? And just feeling more like the bad guy, but it's almost necessary, I guess. I don't know. That's what's manifesting for you. I don't know how it's gonna, but anyway. And then we have Trap, Victim, Allure, and Trick. Yeah. And then we have Friendship, Team, Connection, Network. I don't know. Trap is interesting. I think throughout the year, what you'll be manifesting is seeing how, again, like folks, this person could pull the bar off. You know what I mean? Like, this person could just pull the bar off. Just Baby boy, stop floundering and pull the bar off. Like, there's better ways to get out of this trap. And I think you will be seeing yourself. We've talked about this with the Ten of Swords. Like, you will be seeing yourself and how you've enabled and co-signed certain situations and mindsets that you've been in and behaviors that you've been in because of your mindset. And this is a wake-up call. I think more money is coming for you as well, and especially building the path to more money for you in this year. I think you just stop making silly choices that don't make sense, which is awesome. Something else here. You are going to be stricter with yourself. And I think there is going to come a time when you really won't be feeling too bad about it. I do still think, like, you're still going to be who you are, right? Like, you're still going to be who you are. It's just, you'll be more of who you are. Marriage. Wow. I mean, listen, I was going to leave without talking more about this couple I'm obsessed with, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Oh my God. They're so cute. Like, stop. Like, this is that couple that you see in public and maybe they're like not holding hands, you know? Maybe they're just like platonic and you're like, do they even love each other? And if you ever saw their home life, them behind closed doors, or if you ever actually watched them, they're always actually close to each other. Their hands are always like brushing against each other subtly. They look at each other randomly. They're maybe like under the table, the hand is on top of the other, maybe like brushing. The way they act, the way they talk, like looking at them, you might think, oh, okay, like they're not lovey-dovey like PDA, but like when you really look at them, like if you have a keen eye, you're like, holy shit. But I think it's more so maybe the first one. Like, those people don't really show their affection too much in public, but at home, behind closed doors, when it's just the two of them, this Page of Cups really do be coming out. Okay, this Page of Cups really do be coming out. This Page of Cups is just what they reserve for each other in secret, in private. And maybe you see it on their wedding day, right? Like, maybe you see it on their wedding day. This thing of like, you know, looking at each other and you're like, oh, wow. Like, maybe somebody just starts crying or they're both crying. You're like, holy shit. Like, I never knew that it was that deep. Or maybe like their vows or some shit. I don't know. But what happens behind closed doors in this couple? This is sweet love, but I stay reading it as secret love. It's not the first time this card's come out. Couple independency. These people need each other. Okay, like this is, oh, I am just, I don't know what to say. I want to watch this movie, you know what I mean? Like, hell yeah. I love it so much for you. May I be Pal 1 at this time. This is the kind of love that, like, any children born from this couple, if they are able to have kids, they truly are a physical manifestation of the love and union that those children will be blessed. I'm just saying, like, they'll be blessed as fuck because they're born from such a deep love, like deep. Like, there's no way, nothing can tear these two apart. Stop it. Like, actually stop. They laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha. Like, there is no, I can't even think, it's giving Bella and Edward without Edward leaving. Like, I mean, Edward leaving definitely solidified like a whole bunch of stuff and stuff, but like, there's no way. Nah. I mean, he left because he wanted to save Bella's life, etc. Like, I get it. But it's just, And not toxic. I don't know why people say their love is toxic. I don't see it, but okay. It's just giving these two people who, it's so real, nothing else makes sense. Like, no one else could ever make sense. Nothing else could ever make sense with this person that you are gonna meet this year. It's gonna fuck you up if they're not the one, but they're the one, obviously. It's the marriage. You know what I mean? But this is the one that people are like, if it's not you, that's it for me. Like, bah. That's it for me. That is it for me. This is that love that once you two admit it to each other, once you two see each other in it and admit to each other, and as in to admit to yourselves, and then you admit out loud to one another, girl, I call her girl. There's no words. There's like no words. It's just finding your person. Like, this isn't even like, oh, my person. No. This is your, like, you own this person. They own you. This is your fucking person. Like, this is it. This is it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know anymore. I don't, like, this is, yo. There was a video I was watching. You can go, the video is done, but there was a video I was watching that I thought was so sweet. This guy was trying the 1 chip challenge, and he touched his eye, and you're not supposed to touch your eye. And his eye started burning because, hello, you're not supposed to touch your eye. He started yelling for his girlfriend. He was like, I'm gonna just give her a name. I don't know what her name is, but he was like, Teresa, get Teresa in here. Teresa. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's kind of like, I need my person. Just seeing them, having them around gives me strength. Not that, you know, I don't know, could be in a bad way. I'm not gonna tell you it's not, but it's just in a way where them being around, you know that you can face anything, that you are okay. Same thing with them. Like, they will talk to you about what's going on in their life, right? They will, like, this is what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, that's that type of love where when someone passes away, the other person passes away shortly after, because it's just like no. But it's also the kind of love where when one passes away, that person, even though they're physically gone, spiritually, emotionally, that person is still there and the other partner can live on. And in that same scenario, it's that type of relationship where when one passes away and the other can live on because they know their partner is there, the passed on partner will probably guide another person to their partner who's still living, because they don't want their partner to be alone. Like, they would much rather guide them to be with someone else. Like, it's so beautiful. I don't think I've ever experienced that before in a reading. I gotta go. Bye.